everyone, welcome back to the Squatting Saffron. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a green pepper subzi. So collectively, vegetable dishes are usually in the Indian culture called subjis. And this is one recipe that actually came from my mom. It's one of her favorites. She later taught me how to make it and it's become my favorite. So thank you, Mom, for teaching me how to make this. Now I get to teach all of you guys. I'm going to be using some paneer. So paneer is basically cheese. It's usually homemade or brought in the store. So if you have an international market near you, you can actually search that if you have paneer. If you don't, you can swap the paneer for some tofu if you like tofu. But I wanted to put some protein in there, but because it is primarily a vegetable dish, but I need protein and I think that's really important. So definitely really important for those who are vegetarian too, that they get their good source of protein. So if not paneer, then opt for tofu. So before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and make sure you share it with all your friends. I hope you guys give this recipe a try and let me know what you think in the comments down below. I hope it's easy enough for you to make Indian food. I know a lot of people do like it, but I think this is very simple. It uses like the basic ingredients and spices that if you don't already have, it's good to have if you want to make Indian food. And always don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, Squatting Saffron. What you're gonna need are 2 green peppers or 1, a tomato, red onion, some corn, mine's just a frozen corn, some garlic, ginger, I cut them into pieces, a peeler, a little crater, potato, and paneer. This is what the paneer looks like. As I said in the beginning of the video, it's just like cheese. I'm first gonna go ahead and cut the green peppers. I'm going to throw away the seedlings in the trash can. I'm like standing at the perfect spot because the sink is right beside me and the trash can is right beside me. I cut them into about this size, that's for reference. So I'm just starting off by cutting all the vegetables that I need. Putting that to the side, and then I'm going to grab my tomato. And I'm gonna cut the tomato. And I'm really making the tomato, I'm cutting them into chunks, kind of small. They don't have to be that big. They don't have to be super small either. They're not gonna be diced, they're just in chunks basically. I'm gonna put that to the side. And I'm gonna grab the dangerous onion so I can water my eyes out. Mine's is kind of spoiled. It looks really bad. So I'm just going to cut it until I get the good side of the onion, and I'm going to dispose of the bad side. I'm gonna keep that to the side. I'm gonna throw away all that nasty rotten and the peels. And I'm just gonna go ahead and wash this. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit. If you don't like onions, don't add them. If you do like a little bit of onions, you can add a little bit more. I'm just adding just a little bit. I know some people like them, some people don't. And if you don't have red onions, you can use any onions, the yellow onions or the white onions, whichever ones you have at home. I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm gonna grab my potato and I'm gonna go ahead and just peel it. I'm gonna wash my potato and then throw away all those peels. Cut the potato in half, and then I will cut them horizontally. And my pieces are a little bit on the thinner side, as you can see, because we're gonna cook these first, and potatoes take forever to get ready and just make and until they're done. So just cut them into like smaller pieces. It helps them cook them faster. I just put that on the side. I didn't get another plate. I just put it on the side of my cutting board. I'm going to grab my garlic and a little crater, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of shred the garlic. I'm using fresh garlic and ginger. You can use the one that's store-bought, like in the cans, but honestly, because all my vegetables are fresh, I also wanted these to be fresh too. I know that there's ginger and garlic paste available in the grocery store too. You can opt for that too if you want. After this, my hands are gonna smell like garlic and ginger. Now I'm grabbing my ginger. I have a big ginger piece, so I really cut up just a little bit, however much I thought I needed. And I'm actually peeling it first before I start shredding it. I like to use a knife when I take out the peel of the ginger, just because if I use a peeler, I find that one, my pieces are very small, and two, I can take away a lot of the ginger, and I don't want to do that. I don't really want to waste. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that away, and I'm gonna go and wash my ginger pieces. And I'm gonna do the same thing that I did for the garlic. I'm just gonna go ahead and just shred it. And I'm doing equal amounts of the ginger and garlic, so it's not one more than the other. For reference, it's probably about a tablespoon. So I'm gonna heat up my pan. I'm using a non-stick pan. It's really good so that then any of my vegetables don't stick to the pan. I'm gonna grab some vegetable oil, and I'm just going to dab a lot in the pan. I'm gonna put that on the stove, let it heat a little bit. Because the potatoes take a longer time to cook, I'm just going to make these first. In this recipe, I like making the potatoes first because the other vegetables, they can easily steam, and I don't want them to get too soggy. To cook them a little bit faster, I like to put a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm just going to steam them up. So basically, I want my potatoes to be golden brown. When they are a bit more golden brown, as you can see, some of them are starting to become brown. That's how you know that your potatoes are done to almost done, and then we can add the other vegetables. So I'm going to put that a little bit on low, and I'm going to add the ginger and the garlic. And I'm going to make sure that I saute the ginger and the garlic for about a minute. As you can see, now my potatoes are becoming a lot more browner, so I kind of turn down the heat. And now I'm going to add my vegetables. I'm starting off with the green peppers. And I'm just going to saute this for a minute until you can actually start smelling the green peppers. Then it'll be time to add the other vegetables. I'm going to cover that to steam them a little bit. See how it's more of a vibrant green color? That's how you also know it's kind of done. Then I'm going to add the onions. This is a really easy recipe. It's just that potatoes take a long time for them to cook. If you don't want to add the potatoes, you don't have to, but I like them. And once the potatoes are basically done, you start adding the other vegetables, and I like my vegetables to be a little bit on the crunchy side, and I don't want them to be so soft and soggy. So that's why it takes even less time to make these. Now I'm going to add some tomatoes. The acidity from the tomatoes will help the potatoes. Tomatoes help potatoes. That rhymed. I just kind of cut the potatoes to, if I could easily jab my spatula into the potatoes, I know that they're almost halfway done. If I can't easily break them with a spatula, then they need to be cooked a little bit longer. Now I'm adding the paneer. Again, if you don't have this, you can add tofu. I'm adding my corn. You can get the canned corn, or you can get the corn that is the frozen one. So I just got the one that I had in the freezer. I'm gonna mix all of that together. Look at the beautiful colors. I'm gonna add all the spices. These are basic spices that you should know. We use mostly all of these. Some salt, some paprika, garam masala, and turmeric powder. Turmeric powder and garam masala is very common, so if you get that, keep it in your house. It has really good health benefits too. I'm also gonna add cumin. So, you know, turmeric and garam masala is like an essential thing in all Indian dishes. So I'm grabbing that, and then I put some salt. And put a little bit of pepper. So depending on your intensity of spice, put that peppers to your liking. Then I grabbed some turmeric powder and some garam masala powder. Garam masala powder is like different spices kind of mixed together and grinded, and it just makes, in return, garam masala. I'm gonna mix all that together, and then you'll see that the paneer and the potatoes, they have a yellow tint to them, and that yellow tint is from the turmeric powder. Turmeric powder is also what gives that golden color in most Indian foods if you've seen them. So now I'm mixing it up. As you can see, it's all done. I'm checking on my potato, and it should easily break. There we go. So now my potatoes are done too. That's one thing that you do have to check before you finish making it, is that your potatoes are cooked all the way. And there you have it. I hope you guys try this green pepper subji out. Let me know how you like it, and if you want more Indian recipes, please let me know in the comments down below.